Hi, I'm Dr. Sheila Raja, licensed clinical psychologist. Welcome back to my channel. Um, One of the questions that I get a lot from people who are working really hard in their communities, trying to do good things, trying to take care of other people, is that they sometimes have a lot of reactions, whether that's anxiety, depression, feeling on edge, feeling nervous, and they're like, what is that all about? And today I kind of just wanted to talk about a couple of different terms in terms of what people might be experiencing. The first one is called secondary trauma. Secondary trauma is when we are witnessing people around us being harmed in some way. And when that happens, we can have our own symptoms of PTSD and trauma. And that's something that we saw a lot, starting in war veterans, and then we see that in people that have experienced assault and other types of trauma, intimate partner violence, community violence. So that's secondary trauma. Closely related to that is this idea of compassion fatigue. Sometimes we're helping people and we don't feel like we're able to renew or regenerate ourselves in any way. So for example, we might feel irritable, we might feel anxious, we might feel depressed. That's kind of part of compassion fatigue. It's a really emotional reaction to the work that we're doing. And closely related to that is this idea of burnout. Um, I guess the good and bad news with burnout is burnout is often related to our job. It's the idea that we might feel powerless about our workload. We might feel powerless about, the kind of work we're doing. And if we change our job, we can feel better about things and sort of leave some of that feeling of burnout behind. However, secondary trauma and compassion fatigue are things we take with us. So if you're experiencing those things, that's something that you have to think more about, whether that's getting more help for that, whether that's, through self-help or professionally, that's something to kind of think about more. The other thing is there's something called moral injury. Many people have heard of this term, but some people have not. Moral injury is the idea of sometimes we want to do the right thing, but there are institutional constraints and we can't do the right thing for whatever reason. Maybe there's just only a certain amount of resources, or our hands are tied in some ways, even though we want to do something. And that can really take a toll, particularly if you're in a helping profession and you want to do the right thing. And with moral injury, that's something where, discussing it with your peers, discussing with a professional can really be helpful. So hopefully just even exploring some of these ideas gives you a better idea of what you might be up against with some of this. I will add some resources in the links for you to kind of explore more about these topics. If these topics interest you, please let me know what you want to hear more about. We could do more videos on these topics, and also join the conversation here on YouTube, as well as liking and subscribing to the channel, and also on my website, www.sheilaraja.com, if you want to delve more into these topics with me. Okay, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Thank you.